Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Eileen here. We had a big night last night. It was so much fun. We had a creative party and that was really great. Whoever showed up for it, thank you for coming on. It was hard to keep track of the ooh, I forgot to put on my do not disturb. Let's hope nobody calls me. But anyway, I had a great time. I hope all of the other artists did. I hope you did if you were here. Hey, Karen and Charlotta. Good to see you guys. Yeah, it was a late night. I have to say, I had 2 whiskey sours. I had one during and one after. And then I just didn't want to do any work after. Oh, good, Ronnie. I'm glad you came. Yeah, I think those designers were amazing. And a store owner, but then you think, I mean, in my mind, I'm like, well, how would they have time to even work with these things? This was a special event, but hey, Belinda. Oh, the time change. I know it was crazy. I hope you'll be doing it again. I hope so too. We'll see. Hey, Brenda. So, they don't have a lot of time to actually make stuff. We were talking about that. And so I'm happy that they did take some time out and work with my dye and put their really cool spin on the book box. So, hey, thanks, Laura. Oh, I'm glad you had fun. Hi, Christy, Lori. Charlotta, the mayor, Charlotta, is saying her hellos to everyone. Hi, Minnesota, Nancy. Yeah, so today we're just going to do an easy thing, but well, it started out easy. I'm not sure if it's going to be easy, but we're going to give it a shot. Hi, Allison. Yes, we had very cool ideas last night. So what I want to do tonight is, Charlotta's smiling. I thought it was inspiring too, because I mean, they were like way out there. I would not have expected it, but I'm really happy. Hi, Elaine and Karen from France. Insomnia has a positive. Good. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Marion. Oh, thanks for catching up there. Okay, so what we're going to make today is this policy envelope. And actually, you can use these for a lot of things. You can use them in your journal if you decide to make a journal. We're not going to do that today. We're going to use it in a different way. So it's kind of one of those things where we take a die and put another spin on it. And so I have a bunch of these that I've made because I had to go through a couple versions of it before I was happy with the size. So we're going to make a couple of these and then we're going to put them in a journal, kind of a case. Okay. Hi, Crafty Zombie Mom. A great name. Hi, Tanya and Karen. Team K is here. So anyway, that's what I thought for tonight. I didn't really do a lot of prep. I did some prep, but today I went over to Mom's and we did some spring cleaning. She was very happy. We went through her dresser and we took her sweaters and put them in the chest and, just kind of cleaned up a little bit. And so she was happy. Then she went out for a walk. One thing I did want to show you, where my daughter is having her baby shower this weekend. So I wanted to show you how my Afghan came out. I don't know if you remember, I was wanting to try new things. Oh, good, Marlene. I'm glad you had fun. Oh, Mary Beth. Good, good, good. Upstate South Carolina. Hi, Martine. So I knew back, around Christmas time, really, we found out that Pam is having a little girl. So I decided I was going to make knit an Afghan for her. So I went and bought just the softest, prettiest pink yarn I could find, which was like a chenille, really soft, really puffy. And so I went to Michael's or Joann's, I think it was, and I found the yarn. And then I thought, well, I need to buy some knitting needles. So I bought some and I got the round ones because I thought it's big. I'm going to need a big set of yarn of needles to hold this Afghan. So I started knitting and I just filled it. It was 26 inches. Wait, till you see this. It is still, I still like it, but all right, wait, let me see if I can. All right, so it cracks me up. Here it is. It's like 9 feet long by 24 inches. So I still like it. And what I am going to do is write up a little, like, I don't know about a poem or what, but I'm going to say, here is your new family blanket. So when they all sit on the couch, they could wrap the baby in it, have it on their lap, have, my daughter's lap, my son-in-law's lap, and little Trevor could have it for a nap. Hey, Mitziana. So, yes, exactly, Stephanie. That is, so I have to come up with a good name. I was thinking the family blanket, but I'm sure there's something else. Yes, it's a big baby. It'll fit everybody in our family. For heaven's sake, it's insane. I don't even know where to put it. It's huge. I have to. All right. I still like it, and it's very soft. It's ombre. Yes, it could be a sleeping bag. My sister came down, and my mom cracks up. My mother is like a master knitter. She makes socks, sweaters. She made the baby a sweater. It's adorable. It took her a little work, but she, every time I show it to her, she would just crack up because it was so bad. She would never do that. My mother is a rule follower, a instruction manual, a recipe follower, so the thought of just making a blanket just blew her mind. So yeah, the family wrapper, that's kind of cute. Oh, okay. All right. We have to think about this. Anyway, just throw them in there if you have any other ideas or names, but so, I still don't care. I loved it. It was nice and warm when I would work on it, and I just knit and purled, and it was nothing hard. I just would watch TV and just think about this little baby, and say prayers for the little baby that's coming. And anyway, I thought it was. I still liked it, and I hope Pam does, but she might laugh too. And the baby is due in May, so it'll be like 95 degrees here. So, anyway, she can have it for next year. There'll still be a baby, and she'll be bigger. So, okay. Anyway, I just wanted to share that kind of funny, because I haven't knit in a long time, so I had no clue about any of it, and I also use big needles, so it was gigantic. So could be a blanket for a long wiener dog. They don't have one, but it could be. See, you have to see the possibilities here. All right. Stitch names onto it. That might be, I don't know what the name is, but that would be a good thought. It is a good family memory with it, and they will snuggle. They probably will. They like to all sit on the couch and snuggle up. They had a dog, but he passed away. Yeah, my heart is in the right place. She'll, if nothing else, she'll get a good laugh. I mean, I'm all right with it. I'm not a knitter. But I would know next time. All right. So I just don't like to follow instructions. So anyway, all right, let's see what else. I would just want to thank everybody who came last night, who watched the crafty party, creative party. What do we call it? Eileen Hull's creative party. And just a couple things. If you did watch it, and if you do have a book box that you have made, it doesn't mean you had to watch the show last night. For this week, from tonight until, I think I said until the 22nd, but we're going to say until the Monday. So we have a week, and then we have a day to pick a winner. The Snugglebug Blankie. Oh, that sounds so cozy. All right. Yeah, that's good. Keep them coming in here in the group. So if you have made a book box, and if you're on Facebook or Instagram, last night I said YouTube, but I meant Instagram. There will be 2 prizes, and they're big. Wait until you see. I'm going to put a graphic up that shows the prizes, and it is a very nice prize. 2 of them. So you can post on both Instagram and Facebook. The only thing that you have to do is put your picture and make sure you have hashtag somewhere in the post, hashtag Eileen Hull Creative Party, all one word, and that will enter you into the contest. So yeah, if I did a book box, I would put them in both Facebook and Instagram and see, so see if you want to win, and plus we want to see what you're making. I've seen some really cool ones on the fan page this week, and then I asked the team that were on last night if they could post their projects in there so you can see a little closer. It's hard to see on a video, so then you can look at the picture. And then I know that Monica, she's the one that did the pop-up. She did a video and she'll be posting that in there. So if you have any questions, I'm sure they'd be happy to answer. And the other thing is, if maybe you live near their store. I know Linda Zambori, she's up in Canada. I'm not sure exactly where she is, but we did have 2 stores from British Columbia and we had one from Ontario up there. So, and plus they a lot of them ship. So, it is really a nice thing. Not nice. It's just, it's a good thing if you would support local stores, and because it's a struggle these days. They're being very creative in how they promote and market, but it's a lot of work. I've visited a lot of these stores, and it's like never ending. They have to do everything. And yeah, they chose it and they love it, which is why they're doing it, but it's helpful to have customers. So we all appreciate that. So anyway, hey, Chris Flint, how are you? Is Bigfoot still out? Wasn't that funny? Calgary. So, that's maybe a province away, Linda, but they may ship. So it will be great to see more details of the projects. I agree. Hey, Darlene. Blanket will be a fun conversation. That's for sure. Okay, so let's get going. I think that's the only thing. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say was, just quick, thank you for your feedback on Etsy, because you're helping my store do great. And I never really appreciated or noticed, I don't buy a lot on Etsy. So when I see that I have a 5-star review, I really appreciate it, because I try to get the products out to you as fast as I can. And if I can't get them, I explain. So I just had a couple real stupid mistakes with these button stamps. I sent the wrong things to people, and so I apologize. I realize I need to name things that in a way that they're not so close to each other, or I have to pay more attention. But I had a lot to ship out. So anyway, thank you for all of those who I made mistakes with, and you were very patient with me. So I do appreciate your positive feedback on Etsy. That's all I want to say. All right, so let's do our project here. So I'm gonna put my camera down and get going on this. There's a couple steps to it. Oops, that's a little high. All right. There are some steps to this, but I think that I'm really making these policy envelopes. I don't know why they call them that. It's just the name of it. Make it a little further away. I always have stuff on my desk. And let me move it closer. So this is where I work. Okay. So we're going to cut this stuff, but I just want to show you how getting very tech smart. Oh, please. Ugh. Last night was a disaster. But, oh well, we did it. I don't usually like to use foil on a video because it reflects, but this is the template for my policy envelope. And my thought was, I have a lot of strips like this, which these are great to make little cards or anything, to make like a little book out of accordion pages or just anything. And these are cut off a 12 by 12 paper, that I used because we have to trim it to make our envelope. So I had these strips left over. So my thought is I'm going to make this little scrap organizer, and I'm going to cut a bunch of folders, and I'm going to attach them together, and I'm going to use this. Now these are a couple. This is like a dirty one that I had. This is the journal die. Let me show you what we're going to use tonight. All right, so we're going to use the binding piece from the book box, which a lot of you have just gotten. We're going to use, the base of it is going to be the journal die, so that's going to be our 2 covers for it. And we're actually, this one drives me crazy sometimes because I could use this as just like a square flat piece, to build things, but it has these score lines and it has the holes. But I figured out a way, I think, to use the holes in this project. Okay. Belinda sent me a PM. Okay, I will look, Belinda. Then I use Mapboard, but you could also use. Oh, I got 2 Mapboards. Never mind. I thought one was mixed media board. And then I'm going to use the Easy Cut adhesive just to cover it. You don't have to. You could, fill it in by hand or just draw on it or whatever to make your covers. But my thought is I have trimmed down 2 pieces of Mapboard to the size that I want to use. Is the journal die still available to purchase, or is it retired? I'm not sure. I have a call this week with Sizzix to see which ones they want to trim down the essentials line. It's like, no, they all have to stay. So I'm just going to cover this with adhesive while we're talking. So as far as I know, it's still around. Okay, so this is the back of my Mapboard. So I'm going to cover this with the paper, and then the other side will be white. And then I also used, I really liked when I bought it, this pack of paper. I mean, it's beautiful. But the only problem is these images are huge. And so like in making my books and stuff, I don't even know how I would use these. So I thought, I like them. I want to make an organizer out of this. So that's what we're going to use. So this is the paper that I picked out that we're going to use for the covers, because I figure it's black. Anything will go with that, any of these floral colors and any of these papers. And then I was going to use the rest of them to make the policy envelopes out of so they match. I have other ones that I had originally cut out of another paper pad, or just these were scraps that I was just kind of fiddling around, and you can see, I don't know if you can see, but they're all kind of different sizes and angles here, but I think I came up with a pattern that I like. So we'll do that in a second, but let me just get my paper ready. So this, and what I'm going to do is I cut a sheet of the 12 by 12 paper in half, and I'm going to use that to cover the front of my little organizer. Okay, so now we have that. And the other thing that I'm going to do is I have a scrap of Mapboard. Now, this is, let me get the die. The book box die has this long binding here. But I know when I cut this piece, I don't need that whole piece. I'm just going to trim it down anyway. So this is a scrap that I had. That's too big, so I'm going to cut that right here and use the book binding. I mean, it's really close, but I'm going to go ahead and cut that. So I'm going to put adhesive on this too. I hope this fits. Oh, it's going to be over. No, it's not too bad. I'll flip it over here. I just don't want it to go on my die. I might have to just trim that. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to cut 2 covers. First, I'm going to put my paper on there. And this is another thing that I want to think about is, what part of this paper do I want showing? You couldn't find that journal in the UK when you were shopping recently. Maybe it is then. Maybe it is, decommissioned. Ugh. All right, so what I'm thinking is I want to see the most I can, use here. I want the most flowers that will fit. So I'm going to peel this off and I'm just going to put that right on there. And then I will use the rest of it for my binding piece. Okay. And then the other side of it is not as intensely designed as this one is. And the good thing is this one is, it doesn't matter if you get it off a little bit. So let's just trim this off. All right, let's do our other one. So, how are you guys doing? What are you working on these days? Besides book boxes, they're amazing. All right, so here, oh, that's good. I'm going to center that because if I put it down here, I'm going to lose that. I can't use anything like this small. So, yeah, isn't this beautiful? I know, I love this. But it's so huge. Now, Mitziana, you could do something with that. I'm like, whoa, that's too much. These are so pretty. So one will be the front, one will be the back. Mitziana, are you back from Florida? Did you have a good trip? Oh, Journal Die is still on the Sizzix website. Okay, good. Well, I don't know if it's the same in the UK and the US. I'm not sure about that. All right, I'm going to put this over here just because, oh, no, I stuck that whole thing down. That was not, all right. I just don't want that extra adhesive to get on the die. All right, so not so much of this is going to be showing, but that's all right. Okay, so let's cut these. All right, so I'm going to get my die. I just want to show you how we're going to line this up. All right, so first of all, we want the front. So I know that this is the front of my book. Now, it doesn't really matter because we're just really using this piece. We're not using the hinges or the spine or anything. We're not going to be folding it or bending it. We're just going to be using it as a flat piece of board. So that's not really a big deal. But for direction-wise, it is. So I want this to be the front. So I know because I wrote on my die, front. You just got back trying to recoup. Oh, that's the worst. All right, so I'm going to line this up here on my die. And it is going to punch holes, but you'll see there's a reason for that. We want that. I have my nice clean cutting pads. All right. Bring my machine over. I really need a bigger disc. There's just never enough room. All right, so I put on my cutting pads, and here we go. And it's okay that I have the holes in the score lines. You're not even going to notice. Okay. So let's take this off. And yeah, that's pretty. Okay, so here's one side of our folder. And now I'm going to turn this around. That cute little piece. And I'm going to turn my die around. And now I have my back. Okay. This die is available on the US site. Okay. Yes, I hope you had fun. All right, this one, I don't think it even matters which way it's going, but I assume it's going like that. So now I have back written here, so I'm going to put this down. And we'll cut this. These are kind of fun projects. I don't know what to call them, kind of like a hybrid, like I'm combining two different dies and using them to make one thing that's not what it's meant to do. That's fun. Okay. So here is our other cover. Yeah. Good. All right, so you can see if we were going to make a journal, we could do that and it would be really pretty. We would just match up these holes here, fold them over, and we'd have a little book. But today what I want to do is do it this way, and we're going to put our envelopes inside here and a die mashup. Yeah, Transformer. Oh, yeah. Oh, my little hunter would love that. He is loving the Transformers. All right, so now we're going to cut our one more piece, which is the book box piece. And again, we're not going to use this whole size, so don't worry. Just line it up so you can get the whole width of it, because we do need that. All right, where is my single cutting pad, which I did have, but now I can't find it. Whoa. I had all my good cutting pads out because I thought, what am I saving them for? The world might end. Shoot. I'm not thinking about that today, right this minute. All right. All right, I think that's all the cutting that we need to do. So let's see. Yeah, that's pretty. I do have that. Yeah, I think I didn't get it over all the way, but we'll put that in the back. And we do have it a little bit sticky, but that's fine. All right. So now we have the base. Shoot. All right, we have to trim it. So I'm going to trim it over here because these have all these little. Hey, Jen White, how are you? All right, so now what we want to do is trim this piece so it's the same width, because that's going to be our kind of binder strip, or I don't know what you want to call it, but so let's just measure. So let's get as much of that as we can. We might have to do it twice. So I'm going to get my ruler here, my pencil, and I'm afraid to put that up there. It's going to come kill me one day. So I'm going to measure my bottom here, just keep that flat, and then trim off the minimum I have to cut here because I like the pattern. And just go over it. Oops, let's shift it a little bit because it's got that adhesive backer on and it's slippery. All right, I think I can use the guidelines here. Just keep going over it until it cuts through. All right, and then let's see on this side. Go to there. Shoot, I can't, it's hard to see that, the glare. All right, let me just get my, okay. I'm not going to chop my hand off, Leslie. I don't know if you're there, but when you watch this, oh, all right. See, I would use my mat cutter normally. I wouldn't even be doing this. Let the machine do it for you. Okay, so now we have our binding strip. That looks good. And actually, I might do it this way. That would give us a little bit more room inside. All right, so let's do that. And then we're going to have our base. I love how you have a fix for the issue. That's because I make a lot of mistakes, Belinda. All right, so let's bend these over right here. And I'm going to peel that up because we're going to put more adhesive on it anyway. I wish I had measured that right, but that, oh, actually it'll be inside. You're not even going to see. Okay, so now we have, so this is the idea. We're just going to make a little folder. And the other thing that I want to do before I put it together is I want to have these holes matched up. So what I'm going to do is take my crocodile And I'm going to punch the same holes here because I'm going to string elastic through so the envelopes don't fall out. Actually, maybe just let me, I'm mostly going to use this right here. So I'm going to, so we just need to punch a hole in each of these so that they match. I'm going to use the smaller hole on the crocodile. And we will be good. Okay. All right, I hope this works. But, you know, if not, it's a good try. And we could put more over here. We could color it. But, I mean, it's going to be the inside of kind of something that is functional. It's not, you know, not necessary. And we could do it after, too, if we wanted. I think just for quickness, I'm going to add my, oh, what paper? Yeah, it's this one. This I got, I don't know where I was. Oh, I was at somewhere, maybe Tuesday morning or probably Tuesday morning. Maybe you could just paint inside. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So this is my mind's eye. It's called In Bloom. Really pretty. And the other thing that I wanted to say was I like it because it's only one side, you know, it's not double-sided. It kills me to get rid to cover two, you know, a really pretty side. So if the inside can go where you don't see it, that makes me happy. So there's a lot of paper pads that are only single-sided. So, and I have a lot of them. So I'm thinking this would be a fun thing to just sit down and make. So that's what I thought. That's what I'm going to do. All right. So I think we have all of our holes punched and everything. I don't know if I'm going to need them up here. Probably not. And I don't think I need them down here either. So I think the ones on the side are fine. Actually, it's not matching up. Well, won't matter though, because it'll, how do I do that one? Yeah, it's going to be fine because there's going to be distance in between. It's not really that big a deal, right? Okay, so now I'm just going to take these covers, little release paper off. So we're getting our base done, and then we're going to add the envelopes. All right, so it doesn't matter because it's going inside. And I could round the corners and all, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Okay, so there's one. We'll add the other one. How did I say I was going to do that? I think that looks nice. And I will add the second one. Okay, so now we just have a big long folder that we can put our envelopes in, like this. And the paper is going to be sticking out the top. I did think about not doing this and just trimming it off so these would be open. And another thing I thought about doing was making a V so I could get in there, but probably what I'll do is just, you know, take it and spill it out like that. So it kind of keeps it in there a little more securely. So I'm going to show you how to make one, and then we'll put some of them in here and, you know, see how they work. All right, so this is the paper that I decided to use. I really like it. And I did make a template. Yeah, oh, the other idea I had was cut in color palettes. Wouldn't that be pretty to do a rainbow one? And then you could keep the colors like, you know, this could be all pink. This could be, oh, I don't know, white. You know, you could do your neutrals. You could do your greens, you know, and you would know what scraps you had according to color. And a lot of times I do sort according to color. So I may do one. I was thinking just a rainbow would be so pretty. But for right now, I'm just going to cut this. So, oh, good. I'm glad you like it, Angie. I hope that it works. I've done it with plain envelopes, but I like the idea of using the the policy envelopes because you can use them for other things. You know, you can put them in the journal. Hey, Barbara, good to see you. Could punch half circle to one top edge to help envelopes. Reach envelopes. Okay, I have to. Hey, there's Dorothy. Okay, hi everybody. Hi Vicky. Okay, so here are the dimensions, and when I put this down, you'll see better. But we're going to cut this piece of paper 10.5 high and 9 inches across. So let's just do that. This one doesn't matter because it's a you know, it's the same either way. Gotta love those patterns. I think this would be so pretty to take like a watercolor pencil and just kind of make it, you know, like a dogwood or some kind of, you know, a soft pink. That would just be so pretty. And then what I might do is look at which side. All right, let's do 9 inches here. And here we go. We've got our basic shape, and then we're going to take our scoreboard, and these are so easy to make. You will be addicted because they're just so much fun. You get like a nice stack of them. I'm going to raise this up a little bit, and then you need a bone folder. So I'm digging through the pile here, and all right, well, I have another one. Good thing. You have to have, that's a, oh, here it is. Okay, so let me get my template here. So now we have this all cut to size, and you're just going to do, oops, it's upside down. You're going to do 2 1/4 inches here, and then you're going to go to 6.5 inches over here. So that's 2 1/4 inches, and this is 2.5, so that when you fold it over, it's going to look nice and right down the middle. So, and then we'll rotate it, and you're going to do 1 inch on the top and 1 inch on the bottom. So easy. All right, so let's score it. 2 1/4 by 6.5. All right, and so just make sure that you've got the lengthwise going this way, you know, the 10.5 going like that. All right, and then Belinda, you don't want to know what's in my mind. Not much. All right, so 10.5, 1 inch. All right, and now we're just going to do a little trimming. I just love these. You know, you just get on things that are fun to make, and you just want to make 100 of them. All right, so I'm just taking these and scoring on the lines, and you can, you know, use your bone folder to get a nice crease, and then open it up and do the other inch on either side. Okay, and I always feel like it looks more professional if you do this. I don't know if it matters, because I crease it pretty hard with my fingers. All right, and then we're just going to snip off so that we want to have like the, you know, the envelope top and the envelope bottom. So you're just going to go a little bit to the side of your, I know it's hard to see here. This is where it folds. So just cut a little bit over that way, and then you're going to cut above the score line. And the reason for that is when you fold it up, if you don't do that, you're going to feel it because it resists the fold there. You'll see. You'll see if you do it, but I'm not going to do that because I already did it one time today. Just above it. Okay, so it should look like this, top and bottom. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut them. And, you know, it's not going to matter because you're going to glue it down. It's really whatever you want to do. Let's go above. So we're almost done. All we have to do is glue it. And I do use glue, but you could use whatever adhesive you want. So I'm just going to take my glue, and let's just make sure everything is lining up. See, if you cut them so that they were even, when you go to fold that over, you're going to have bulk there and it's not going to want to lay flat. So that's the only reason I did that. And same at the top. I'm not going to close my top. I'm just going to leave that. All right, so let's just, on the longer side, which is this one, just do a line of glue. What else would you guys do with these envelopes? I think the idea of putting them in a journal and making, like, using maybe the bookbinding die and just, you know, using them as envelopes, or maybe even leaving one side open with like a little Velcro so you could tuck stuff in it and then open it up and get it. I don't know. All right, so I think it doesn't matter, whatever side. And then just add a little glue here. And you have an envelope. And you could decorate it a lot more than this, but, and then just let it, you know, and there you go. Okay, so we've got a bunch of these. I just love how pretty that is. That is such a pretty design. All right, let's make, well, see, I don't want to put it together. You know what? Let me put these together, even though I'm going to do, this is from the one paper pad. These are from another one. So let me put these together the way I'm thinking, and we'll pretend that we're going to put them in our little book here, but I'm not going to glue them down. So these are going to go in here and they will expand. So, you know, that's not an issue. And, you know, at the end, I may cut these tops off. I don't know. You could put a little thumb hole. Oh, it looks like I did taper them. I didn't do that on the others, but you could before you put them together. You know, just send them down a little so you can grab, or do the thumb hole. I did these a while ago, so I kind of forgot about that, but that's all right. So the thought on these are, you know what, let's just, because I might want to close them. If I go somewhere, I might want to close them, put a little Velcro dot here, and then you've got, you know, you have the options. Otherwise, things can fall out. So what I want to do is just really quickly, I'm gonna, this one is just not the right size. So I'm gonna take that one out. And the fun thing about these is they're gonna be adjustable. Would be good for keeping project notes and add die cuts or paper scraps and embellishment together until it's time to make the project. That is a great idea. What I do now, I actually kind of do that because I try to keep things in folders. I get like little pieces of old folder and just put them in there, and then I write on the front, or, you know, but it can go bad quickly, honestly. All right, so my thought is, let's put them in order of arrangement here. Let's separate the two greens. This one is pretty. Let's put that. That's pretty. All right, because we're going to glue these together. Now you could use tape. It doesn't matter. So I'm just going to run a line of glue here at the bottom, and then one up the middle. Probably tape would work better. And then you're just going to put them together and press. No, I'm talking to my imaginary friends, dear. Okay. All right. See ya. Are you done? No. So that these are gonna, you know, have like a little give in the middle there, so they can accommodate more. Now you could make a gusset inside if you wanted to do that. I'm not that fancy. I'm just kind of want to see how this comes out. Actually, tape might be better, just to make sure it stays. But once this sits for a minute, it will. I just want to give you the idea of how we're going to keep them in here with the elastic, and then we can, then we're done. All right, and one more. Man, my hand is like, it can't squeeze. It's going all shaky. All right. And I would do more. I don't know, maybe 8, but just to give you the idea of how to put them together. And you can make it adjustable. If you wanted to make it a thinner little folder, you could fold it on a different score line. You could make just a little skinny one. And these are skinny now because they don't have anything in it. But if these fill up with paper, I think, that would be, you're getting chubby. All right, so this is the idea. They're going to open and be flexible. So the thing I thought about, and I do have some black elastic, was just to kind of contain these, because I've done similar things and then they fall out of there. So maybe just do like a knot here, and I'm going to leave it really loose, the elastic, because I want it so that it can stretch and open, as far as I want it to. And the other thing that you could do, if these were a little shorter, you could make a top flap and kind of, make these shorter and then do a paper flap over the top. But, lots of ways to customize it. Let's see if that, yeah, that looks all right. And I mean, I don't want it totally gapping open, but also I want it to open like that. Well, maybe that's a little big. Let me think. Let it loose a little bit. You could have one folder for each child's colored pictures. That would be cute. Think cool places. Place for the kids' picture. Maybe just inside the envelope. Where did that go? You could tuck the tops down. That's true. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we could still do that. It's only an inch. And then it would look like it was colored in. Or, you know what I mean? Oh, good idea. Yeah, and then if you wanted to use it, you could. Oh, that was genius. And you know what? It's good that we angled these. It just helps them to go in better. Oh, yes, I like that idea. I'm glad I looked up, Ronnie. Thank you. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. So you probably should, fold these over before you put them together, glue them, because they'd have a nicer crease. But yeah, that looks great. All right. Hi, there's Tina, right? Bo Gilmore. Hi, Eileen from North Carolina. All right. So let's just give them a little press. Look at that. They look so much better. Oh, look at that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right, we have the other side. Oh, wait a minute. I hope I put them all. Well, it doesn't matter. They're all just holding stuff. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let's see how that goes. Oh, yeah, that's still plenty of opening. I just don't want it too tight, where I can't get at it. But I think that even might be a little much. So let's just make it a little bit. I could always untie these, but for now, I'm just trying to get like the right size. So yeah, that's good. All right, so the other one I'm going to match to that. If I have another black piece, yes. Here we go. Oh, there's somebody at the door. Well, they're going to have to wait. No one here but us chickens. Okay. This one seems looser, like more elasticy. And I probably will go ahead and corner around that just because you can see it. It's right in the front. Oh, I like this. And if they're not exactly the same, that's all right. I have the right spot, but let's see. Yeah, this one is a little looser. Okay. So what do you guys think? You're going to make one of these? At least make the envelopes because they are fun, believe me. If you need like just an easy project to make, I'm pretty sure you can use these in a lot of different projects. So, okay, that's good. So let's trim this. And let me tell you guys, if you have not checked out the prizes on this giveaway thing, you really should. You know, I think one of the things is the phone stand die. So if you don't have that one, and they're giving you paper. I'm talking about the Eileen Hull Creative Party. Cute. All right, let's do the corner round while we're at it. I love these because they actually work with mat board. With corner, 1/4 inch. And you know, you can see that there are holes here, but you could tie a little ribbon or something, cover them up. All right, that's cute. Look at that fun little folder. I kind of don't like these big things here, but I don't know. They don't bother me that much. And then, yeah, you would do like maybe 8 or even 10 folders, you know, as many colors of paper as you want. It would be good for receipts and tickets. Yes. How do you win? Can you use YouTube? No, they don't have that option. So that's you know, they have to do it within Instagram because there's not really a place to do it on Instagram or on YouTube. You know, there's not a place that you can have people comment. Well, there is, but it's not the live. We need an Eileen Hull envelope die. You guys can do, you don't need that, Mitziana, but it is fun. Coupons for new mom daycare. Wouldn't that be cute? A big mouth transformer storage box. All right. Could do 12, one for each month. Oh, yeah. And the slimline dies, or the slimline cards. I'm not sure if they would fit in there, but you could do cards that would fit. Let's see, the 8.5 by, or the A2. Let me see. I think it might be a little small. Yeah. Yeah, it's 4 1/4. You could maybe fit a couple cards, but it doesn't have the bulk. But you know, you could do little gift cards. You could do. Oh yeah, there's tons of ideas. Hey, Stephanie Harris. I know, isn't that pretty? Extra robot. Oh, you could hold all kinds of stuff in here. They're big. I just like to do that. Isn't it cool? I love it. See, so actually when we tuck them in, we could do a cover over this, but the thing is, some of the papers are longer. So I like that they're sticking out and then I know what color they are, you know? But what I want to do is kind of arrange them in color order, like, or even just like neutrals, pinks, reds, greens, blues, you know, your basic aquas have their own envelope. And, you know, then all you have to do is just, you know, take it out, open it up and shake it out, and you've got those there. See, that is why I would like to have the thing. Let's see, we can't even do that now because we've closed it up. Oh, I put that one the wrong. Oh, no, this way. Okay. So it's however you want. And then I didn't finish this. What I would do is, you know, have it going that way and stick the back to the back cover, you know, and then it's all anchored and then you can go through. But I also don't mind the fact that you could take it out and just, you know, when you're cleaning your desk, you could just have them all open and just go, you know, whichever color you need. So anyway, just a thought. Like you said, Big Mel, that's right. It's true. Yeah, you know, I'll talk to, I know, Bo, I'm sorry about that. Or Velcro, that would be good. Slimline would fit? You think so? Because these are, let's measure it. Actually, the Sizzix is the one doing the prizes, so it's not really my, and they're the ones that pick it, so I have to go by what they're providing the you know the prize, so I don't really get a vote on that, and that's okay. That's one less thing I have to do. All right, so these are 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. So these really would fit nicely. Well, you can see if we did the die and we use the, here's the score line. So if we were to put these in a book, they would fit just perfectly. So another way you could use them. Velcro the folders to the back. That's a good idea. Yeah, and then if you want to take it out, you can. Good job, Angie. All right, maps for a trip. Keeps the memorabilia. Wouldn't it be fun to, how the maps fold up? Wouldn't it be cool to use a map and just kind of score that fold it and use because this is like similar to the size of a map. Oh man, now I have to think about that. So I don't know. I may come up with another. I don't like how these are just like baggy, But I mean, it's functional. It works. Great project. Love the paper. Yeah, it is really pretty. You should put the template in your Etsy store as a digital download. Chris, you're a genius. I should. Actually, I have a bunch of other envelopes that I designed because I got on a roll. So maybe I'll do that, Chris. Good plan. Yes. Okay. Well, good, Bo. Thank you. You wish you had an old map. I do have some that I took from my dad's office, so I might have to get in there. And they're vintage maps, from like old New York State. And, yeah, because here I made a bigger one to hold the ones that I had already cut, So you can do them. I think this one uses the whole 12 by 12. I just fold it over, and this one is like 6 inches. 5 1/2. So, you have to allow a little bit for overlap, but even that's a cool size. You could put a big card in there or like I don't know, whatever you want. That seems a little more open. Well, good, Naomi. I'm glad you like it. Oh, a horizontal one. Hey, Wendy, good to see you. How have you been? Yes, I did a whole bunch. I don't have them here. I have them in another container of stuff. But I've just been really, I don't know, just want to make, I'm very restless these days. I just want to, I don't know. Anyway, so that's the project for today. So I hope you guys make one. If you do, wait, I have it backwards. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, just love those pink colors. And so yeah, I'm going to make some more. I'm not going to use these designs. I'm going to use the ones in my paper pad, and they'll all match, and I think that will be really fun. So go look and see what paper pads you have. Try to get the ones so you don't have to go over, fold in ones that have patterns on both sides and you waste it. Although that, you can kind of see inside here, but you're going to have paper in there or whatever you decide to put. Anyway, do it however you want. It's your project. Okay. So here is the paper pad that I used. I think it's older, but I love it. And even the scale of it that now seems huge, I like it on the size of these envelopes, so maybe you have a paper pad that you bought and you thought you'd use, and then you realize, there's something not quite right. I'm not going to use it. Just use it up. Okay. All right. Sell clear mat board. I know. Wouldn't that be cool? Well, you could use acrylic. It wouldn't have the same qualities. Like the paper is just kind of nice. Hi, Valeria and Lori. Well, good. I'm glad you guys had fun. And again, if you do make one of these, please post it in the Eileen Hall fan club. I don't have Pandora. I think I may do what Chris said. I'll make a template and put it in the Etsy store, and you guys can, but I showed you, I gave you the dimensions. So if you have the dimensions, all you have to do is go watch the rewind and you'll see. Okay. That will make this size. There's some others that I didn't do, but maybe I will do that. Okay. All right. Yes, Elaine, exactly. They're very adaptable. You're just teasing so you don't feel bad by using double-sided paper. I do kind of feel bad about that. But, I mean, you buy it with an idea, and then if you don't use it, it's stupid to just let it sit there forever and you don't use it, and then it like goes out of style or whatever. You might as well just use it, Okay. The top right of the Tuesday morning price tag is the date. Okay, let's see. Top right, 119. Okay, yeah, so it's been a couple of years, but you never know. Honestly, though, my Tuesday morning, they hardly have any scrapbook supplies. And the last time I went, they're not even doing paper. They had a couple little paper packs, but nothing like this. And, whatever I did get, I'm glad I got it when I did, because it makes me sad. Because that was the place where I would get really, you could get a lot of nice paper for not that much money. But anyway, yes, acetate sheets. Yeah. Well, that's good to know, Katie. I did not know that's how they did that. Yeah, there's different. Now, that is one thing. I would go with kind of a medium weight, because if you do really thick, for one thing, it doesn't fold. It's bulky. It'll hold up, but I don't know. I like the more pliable paper. So it's maybe an 80-pound, but probably 65 would work. But probably the 80-pound is nice, because you want it heavy duty enough to hold stuff and not crumple and, but not too much lighter. Your Tuesday morning clothes. I know, it's so sad. I only have a couple. Mine closed, but I still have a couple more in the area. So whenever I go near one, I stop. So great to put on a journal. That would be on a journal, like on the inside cover, wouldn't it? If, say we made a journal out of this and you had one inside to kind of collect your whatevers. Okay. You're shattered after last night. Allison, I can't believe you stayed up. I saw you in there. I think it was you, wasn't it? And I was like, what? You're from the UK. Why are you up? But I was happy. And thanks to everybody that came. I think the store owners had a blast. They are all like, if you do it again, let me know. So I think that's good. It was some work and some coordinating, but it was fun to watch. You see so many paper packs that we get. I'm so sorry, Chris. You occasionally order from overseas if you see ones you love. Yeah. Hi, Kathleen. We made this fun little organizer here. So watch the replay. Okay. Yours is open but not selling crafts anymore. Oh, good, Laura. Thanks for coming. Good. All right. Well, I am gonna head out, guys, but I'll be back on Thursday. Not sure what we're gonna be doing, but be open to it. Always open to brainstorms, or even ones that are not so hot, but it's a chance to get together and create. If you haven't joined the Eileen Hall fan club, please join. It's fun. But thanks for the ones that are watching on YouTube, because you guys are kind of my new people. So I'm happy that you're watching. Thank you. All right, do one with Christmas papers. That would be pretty. One with Easter. Oh, that would be good for scraps. Because you could put it in with green, but then you get it out and say, "Oh, that's Easter. I don't want Easter." Or Christmas. I will have a lovely couple of days. You too. All right. Thanks, everybody. Hi, Miranda. I didn't see you before. Yes, you guys be safe too. Hi, Hazel. All right. Well, take it easy. We'll see you on Thursday. All right. Thanks for coming. Bye, everybody.